The chat of loving women, Matt.
I'm glad I got that
Exactly.
one. I got that one.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've been very, very, um, not subtle about my enjoyment of women.
Yeah, this is a
It's
bisexual safe space.
I'm not. That's not what I'm worried about. I'm worried that I haven't made it abundantly clear prior to this.
Well, there's still plenty of time. So, when last we convened, we're live now, by the way. When last we convened, you guys returned back to the mainland after a little more trekking through the lowlands of the Arcane Exclusion Zone and have taken a flight back to Shuria, where within your rooms, after some time kind of waiting in anticipation, a gate opened up, transporting you to the bowels of the Miukal Seminary on the southeastern side of Shuria, the home of arcane studies here in this part of Pekrova. There, you met with the highest mages of the land, the members of the Miukal Seminary, the seats of Twilight, Dusktide, Moonlight, Dawnswell, and Noonsun, whom had a number of questions for you all in the process of eking out this diplomatic mission in which they seemed to employ some democratic process, at least amongst their council. After some terms were set, bounds were reached, and plans for further expanding and cementing those bounds in the future, a unanimous agreement was met, if just barely. There were some close DCs there. But you guys have walked away with an alliance in the bag with the Majorcratic Council of Shuria. The Seat of Twilight herself seems to intend to teleport north to Bjergton to meet with Drelazar herself to iron out some of these plans and ideas. Whatever machinations they have are now in your boys' court. In the meanwhile, you guys have kind of set up to iron out the last few things before you set off for the next leg of your diplomatic journey. The wrap up mostly being plans to see about learning any magic they might have here, and finishing the investigation of a disappearance that happened down in the Loan district, the kind of forgotten, almost Kowloon city under in the pit between the spires that Shuria's wealth concentrates in.
That's you.
Bless you. Bless you.
It's me.
Is that your dad in the back?
Yeah.
King.
Tell him good
Tell
job.
your dad bless you.
Love it when you hear the distant
I
beats.
did when I muted the mic.
He didn't even mute it fast enough. That's the thing.
Oh, it caught me by surprise. I was vibing. I was listening to Matt.
As you guys have kind of wrapped up your negotiations and returned with the wonders of magic in an instant crossing the distance of Shuria back to your apartment that you have rented out, I believe you guys had decided to, at the very least, go down to the Wing of Feather for dinner, as it is well into the early evening now.
Yeah, we kind of promised that guy we'd be back in like a day, and we've been up to all kinds of shit.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else you guys would like to do before heading out, or?
Nothing with any agency.
Is Arcane Exclusion Zone the actual official name for that place?
It's not the official name. There isn't really an official name. There seem to be kind of a lot of, localizations.
I see. That's a good name. That fucking slaps.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing. If anyone else want to do some preparations before we definitely figure out this mystery.
What is there to even, prepare?
Exactly. we got this by the ass.
That's right. So, you guys head down the spire, and presumably taking the cable car back down, find yourselves back to the Wing of Feather, the small little kind of corner shop noodle joint. Once again, the old man, Bao Sanri, is in. The son is kind of working the counter right now. There are a couple kind of what look to be middle-aged Liang, in one of them in kind of plainer clothes, the other in this kind of ostentatious kind of purple and blue with some red accents, very angular shoulder pads and all that, with a number of instruments hanging off his hip. They're chatting him up and eating, but Bao sees you and kind of brightens up a little bit and motions for you all to a table in the back again. And as you all sit, presumably, I'm guessing you guys don't want to just fucking leave this guy hanging. He kind of approaches with another round of small little cups with a little tea kettle that he kind of fills from for each of you. So, has there been any word about Jen Huli?
Who?
Off to a great start. So I remember we talked about this. How much do we actually want to tell him?
Well, Chipper's in-character answer is going to be everything.
Well, then, who can stop her?
Amir is also like, say what now?
The girl who went missing in the Loan district. My friend.
Yes, you remember we went into all the caves? We weren't spelunking for fun, princess.
Was that something we had to be doing? Or...
I was keeping an eye out. I can't speak for anyone else.
Could you excuse us for a moment, please?
Of course. I will begin. I'll get you all some noodles.
Thank you very kindly.
He shuffles away to leave you all to your own discussion.
What the fuck are we gonna do? We didn't do anything.
Well, we found that strange ooze creature, and it had absorbed the man she was last seen with. That's the closest thing we have to a lead.
Yeah, but we can't exactly interrogate ooze.
No, we can't. Especially considering that we killed it quite thoroughly.
Do we just go back down into the sewers and look around some more, or ask around the town, or anyone?
I believe the trail, as they say, has gone cold, but I do want to tell him something. He was quite perturbed about this whole business.
Onomancer, your thoughts?
I'm of the belief that we give whatever answers that we can.
That would seem to be the only thing we can do.
He wouldn't, like, spike the noodles or anything if we, you know.
Well, no, because we tried.
Well, if he does, I can assure you I will handle it personally.
My lord, I'm gonna be involved in a gunfight in a noodle shop.
Well, first of all, I don't think he's gonna do that. And I don't know, maybe gunfight in a noodle shop is like classic John Woo shit. I'm not opposed.
Who is
When
this
in
John
Rome.
Woo that you speak of?
That was out of character.
I know. Look, I'll have to bully you. Okay. One of my
It's
few
true,
goals in
she
life,
is.
For the amount of shit that I got for Adidas, I deserve a little bit of.
You were right about that, though.
You were right.
I know
I
I
was
was
on
right,
your
but
side.
D
You
still
just
gave me
taught us.
D still gave me shit about it though.
Yeah, but he was wrong.
Yeah.
I don't
And
care
we
if
all
it's wrong. If that's right, the
stand it.
world is wrong.
You see what I mean?
Well, yeah, we can try going back down there. Kind of don't have any other leads, and we can tell him as much, and he might have more. He might be content with the information about the slime and reach the same, like, uneasy conclusion we did.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we should tell him, like, what we found, scant as it is. And maybe he has some more information to give us after all, like a fucking family member. Maybe she has an uncle around or something we could talk to. They just didn't mention. I don't know. Let's run it up the flagpole and see, as they say.
Well, some minutes later, he returns. This time, he's got a kind of different arrangement. He sets down a big fucking pot that looks like it's got like a whole ass noodle soup cooked in it, and then also kind of arrays some smaller dishes with stuff like sliced pork, some crab, some other various kind of local flora and fauna, basically like a fucking hot pot, and kind of arrays that out for you guys. So, any luck?
Some,
We have news.
not much.
We managed to pick up the trail of her and the man she was last seen with. We followed it into a cave and found that. Well, we found no trace of her, but the man had been consumed by some kind of slime creature. Are you familiar with those?
I've heard tale of pits of refuse in the mines gaining sentience and attacking people. I've never seen one myself, thankfully.
It was something like that, yes.
I'm guessing your leading hypothesis is that she, too, is...
Well, that's the strange thing. It seemed to be, it displayed the faces of its, pardon my use of this word, victims, and she was not among them. At least not as far as we could tell.
Quite realistically, I might add.
Oh, yes, it was dreadful.
That is horrifying.
Indeed. So, she may yet live, but as you told us, and as we soon found out from other sources, she owed quite a lot of bad men a lot of money. So...
That is, unfortunately, very normal practice in Loan. It's hard to live in Loan without owing someone.
Is there anyone else she was close to in in this area? Maybe a family member, some kind of relation?
He kind of like starts kind of scratching at his chin. Mother is still in Loan, but I imagine she is in similar straits.
Do you know where they live?
Oh, yes. I think she has a room in the. I will write this out. It will be easier to match the characters. You don't speak Liang.
Ah, yes, good thinking.
He kind of dips back behind the counter and kind of scrounges for a little bit before coming back with like a little fucking like notepad almost and a little ink pen and jots something down, tears it off. If it even still has the sign, it is a laundry mat.
I see. Well, hopefully there's someone there who can give us some more information. If not... If not, then she belongs to the city now.
Indeed, unfortunately. She was a bright young girl.
I mean, there's tons of tunnels down there. Maybe she's still somewhere.
Well, it would have been days now.
The tunnels are not usually good places to be. They are the purview of gangs and criminals. Or worse.
We actually did chance upon a gambling den or two. Luckily, they weren't too perturbed at our intrusion.
Lucky then.
Indeed.
Could I insight check that?
Sure. What are you trying to glean out of him?
Like, I feel like he knows. I feel like he knows more about this. Like, I don't know. I just feel like he's not being completely honest for some reason.
I think he knows not to fuck with an illegal card game. Is what he knows.
I know he knows how to not to fuck with an illegal card game, but I feel like. I don't know, it just feels like he might have already fucked with an illegal card game, if you know what I mean. That's why he knows, right?
Go ahead and give me an insight check.
It feels like he's speaking from experience, if that makes sense. To be fair, my insight is dog shit, but you know, I just want to feel it.
Can I piggyback on that and just also...
Sure. Yeah, you guys can make insight checks on this guy if you want.
You want to throw him, then throw him.
Okay. 23 and 14.
That's...
Tripper, you can definitely pick up that this guy seems to have a very strong familiarity with at least the idea of what happens when you fuck with the gangs.
Yeah.
But Amir, you kind of notice as he's kind of mentioning this, he kind of like... He's got these long kind of loose sleeves on. He kind of like starts to kind of rub at his forearm as he's speaking. You can see what look to be almost like the traces of acid burns.
Ooh.
Just peeking out of the sleeves.
I was just curious.
Yeah,
I wasn't trying to like get all up in his grill or anything.
No, I mean those are just the observations you make. You haven't like confronted him just by making a check.
I get that you're not about to go up his grill. I am though.
Oh no.
Sorry, that was really funny to me.
Coming from a sussy, not exactly a sussy perspective, but she would notice the arm burn, or sorry, the acid burns on his arms, and just lightly go, "You're hurt." And I'll offer to like heal it.
No, this is an old wound.
Clearly not old enough if it's still giving you that sort of pain.
It is not a physical pain anymore. When I was younger, I like to think I was a big man. I thought I was someone important and I could go down and throw some weight around. I was not a big man. He's being
Tell him.
completely forthright. He doesn't seem to be in any pain when he like touches it. It's more like you can see a very forlorn look in his eyes even as he's talking about this.
It was very cool, guys. You pried open this restaurateur's personal trauma.
I was offering to help it. I wasn't coming from Insidious.
Yeah, I know.
Look, I just thought that like he was speaking from experience, the way that he reacted. And I just wanted to
He
know if
very
he
much
had.
is.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
this man's
So I was
definitely got
right
some
in my
experiences.
I was right in Nikki's observation. I wasn't gonna bring up.
And this man stepped to the Undercity Triad and he got fucking
got fucked
literally
up for it. I
literally
understand.
burned for it.
Jeez.
What can you tell us about the triad underneath the city?
The gangs? It's probably been about 30 years since I was even involved in them. There's no real strong organization. From what I've heard from people who managed to get out of Loan, families will rise and fall in the span of weeks. And one day's boss is tomorrow's enforcer. There's no balance of power, it's just opportunity.
Shit. If this was Pathfinder, I could roll like lore crime or something, but
Crime
That-
lore.
yeah. That sounds like very atypical to how Wick would probably understand criminal networks to operate as a rogue. I
I'll
don't know.
say you can roll me a history check for it.
I have horrible fucking history, but
Good. Well, it wouldn't even make sense for me to roll a history.
Yeah, you
because I
wouldn't.
have no
You would
background.
probably not know shit about crime.
No, like I have a great history check, but it's not like my history. Right?
yeah, I rolled a 13.
Yeah,
Can I assist him on that? Can I give him advantage? Because I'm trained in history.
Does
So,
someone have to have
can
proficiency?
Yes. But can I give advantage because I was a guard for like fucking 13 years and would know
that's
a
valid.
little bit about crime
Sure.
and
Okay.
how to bust it?
Go ahead and re-roll that.
It's a 15. It's
It's
technically
better. It's better. It's an improvement. With a 15, typically crime is syndicated when it is centralized in a city like Shuria or like you've had experience with in Sarowin, the Sovereign, turned the King's Uncrowned. When gangs centralize over this, it is typically because they have an extractive plan. They have resources that they are incorporating to protect. In Sarowin, the Sovereign was incorporated because they had an entire undercity. This is a different case, With 15, it's a safe bet to infer that Shuria is a very extracted city. Everything you've seen outside of the sinkhole has been extravagant. You've seen beautiful ships rolling in off the coast. You've seen people in decadent outfits. You've seen the spires with their bazaars, libraries, and everything like that.
They didn't have the remotest interest in our gold or precious metals.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They can be like that because there is nothing else down here. And when there is nothing to extract, when there is nothing for an organization to come together to protect their rights to, the very idea of permanence fades away. The concept that could tie a gang together, a shared mission, fades, and it creates this kind of turbulence. It creates the kind of reign he is describing. Everyone in this city is an opportunist. Everyone in the Undercity is an opportunist because there's nothing left for them.
That is an incredibly bleak state of affairs.
Yes, well, I learned my lesson with them, to be sure.
This dish is delicious. What do you call it?
Oh, I think it would translate as group soup.
Could you tell me it in your tongue?
Yes, it would be, and I don't know the fucking Chinese word for hot pot, so it's that.
That's fine.
火锅 It's 火锅
Huoguo.
Language is beautiful at times.
Seems to me that the events of your life, for better or ill, brought you here, operating a fine but modest restaurant, producing delicious group soup.
You're very kind.
And Vrak takes the bag of money they have, reaches in, grabs just a handful of coins, and puts them on the table.
I couldn't take all that.
You could, very easily.
We're leaving the country in a matter of days. We won't have any use for it soon anyway.
Ah, I see. Well, thank you. You've been very kind at every turn. And all I've been able to offer is tea and noodle soup.
Hey, it's the best kind of hospitality.
Sometimes that is enough.
We Fae are very into tradition and rituals, and this has been a very nice one. So,
Well, thank you. I don't know anything about the land you all come from, but at the very least, I hope you can tell people that when you went to Shuria, you had a damn fine noodle soup.
for your
Oops,
sake,
I
I'm
forgot.
not gonna tell the Feywild.
I will trust your judgment.
God, yeah, this poor guy overrun with fucking brownies and shit.
A little fucking Puck is like, oh, hey, this is great. Here's some money. What's your name? Can I have your name? He gives, he's like, okay, this is my establishment now.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're not done, are
We-
we? I'm certain we can find this girl if we put our back into it.
Tomorrow, we will visit her mother. I have a spell that I can prepare in such an event that will hopefully give us another lead. And if we can't find her, we will have to find solace in what we did accomplish.
Yes.
Beating those oozes and slimes and such. Perhaps they will not prey upon any others.
We'll have to choose our words carefully, though. As we've well discovered, there were a great many unsavory types searching for this girl. Having a bunch of heavily armed foreigners show up at her door asking for her daughter's whereabouts is likely to put this woman on guard.
Now, that may be so. And you're quite right to say it. Strictly speaking, I only need her to hold still in order to cast the spell. So if things do go poorly, we can still salvage the situation, but
I would
ideally-
certainly hope it doesn't come to that.
as would I.
I really hope one of you are up to do the talking.
Well, there's really only one person able to.
Oh, yes, right.
Unless you want me to go up to them and say, "Hello, I'm the fairy of missing persons."
That might just work.
Rekram,
It's not the worst idea, honestly. These people don't have any experience with the Fae. They wouldn't know it was a
shoot him
deception.
side eye.
But we can try that. What's better is we can't stop you from trying that.
Yeah.
You, as our translator, you have complete control over the social situation.
Wait, what?
The ball is 100% in your court.
Mm-hmm. Namir is the only person who can talk to these people unless Chipper
Oh,
prepares
shit.
tongues.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could use tongues, but you know.
I mean, we're not likely to need your spell slots for much else.
Okay. Wow. So my spell slots don't mean shit.
Well, we are going to need one spell
Understandable.
slot for sending.
Nikki just
Well,
like,
yeah.
Shit, no,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
right. Shit, you're right.
I mean, I don't think you're going to use up enough spell slots with tongues that you will be useless in a combat encounter should there be one.
Mm,
And we're
It'd be
leaving
really funny.
really soon.
that's true.
Well, let's continue eating our group soup. The boys are just shoving their heads right into the pot,
Of course.
All good
like
things.
bobbing for apple style.
Like, even Wick, he doesn't usually, like, you know... He can generally get a sense for when, like, food is good by how people are reacting to it. And, you know, he can glean some context clues right now. He's looking at this, and even he could tell, like, wow, this is appetizing stuff.
Shit.
That looks like I would really enjoy it if I was a human man.
I mean, I could turn you into something with
No!
buds.
Do not.
we can magically give you taste.
How many times have we had this conversation?
I mean, like, all you have to do is, like, you know, most animal. I can turn you into a dog. They have great taste buds.
I wouldn't. No,
That would be rough.
I quite like having thumbs. Thank you very much.
Well, I mean, you could go back to having thumbs afterwards. Like, you can have best of both worlds.
I don't want to be another creature. I've been.
I think you just don't like being fleshy.
I don't. You're correct.
God forbid men have a little bit of flesh.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you guys eat up, and as you were kind of finishing, Bao comes through and is like clearing away the dishes, and as he's kind of clearing the last ones away, he returns with this kind of small kind of cloth pouch that is a little kind of rounded. It's very clearly like shaped around something within that is filling it completely. Almost looks like a bottle within. And he kind of sets it on the table. You overpaid for your meal, so I'm giving you another present.
That's very sweet of you. Thank you.
This is a local alcohol.
Oh.
It is a kind of plum wine.
No.
Be careful though, it's very strong. And if you open up the bag, there is a moderately sized bottle of this kind of light purple wine. It's got a little cork in it, and you pop it, and it does in fact smell incredibly fucking strong.
Alright, do you let Chipper take a sip and make a fool of herself from yes or no?
In the room.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. You can drink as much as you fucking want, child. Little baby. Go for it.
I'm gonna take a sip.
Oh god, do they know?
No.
Do they
No, you-
have gnomes here? Have they thought Chipper's a child this whole time?
Yeah, they presumably have gnomes. He hasn't like treated her any differently.
Okay, all right.
But you, yeah, you take a sip.
Do you want an enlarge for like extra?
No!
That's
No, I've actually got decent constitution.
You
I don't know
do,
why
yeah.
everyone shits themselves.
I'm not.
It's a
I
sip
think
is
Brack knows.
a sip is not going to fuck you up. It is essentially like it's about as strong as vodka, but it has
Oh.
this kind of because it's a rice
Oh, it's a rice wine, yeah.
alcohol. It's basically like baijiu with plum flavor. So
Oh, it's plum baijiu. Yeah.
yeah, it's
Do they have snake wine here like they do in China?
who knows.
Oh shit.
But you take a sip. It's strong, but it has a nice kind of mellow, soft, fruity plum flavor.
I like that.
It's good, guys. It's genuinely really nice.
You guys should try some. It's really good.
Yeah, I mean, Vraka has like half a bottle, half a cup.
Half a bottle, yo.
God damn.
Vrack is out here playing Edward 40 hands with the local delicacies.
Feel that?
Some time passes. You guys finish up the group soup and little sips of wine or drinks of wine. Would you like to head back to your apartments?
Yeah.
Easy enough. And is there anything else you guys would like to do before turning in for the night?
I got nothing.
Yeah, no, nothing.
Absolutely nothing that sweet, adorable Amir couldn't do.
Absolutely. So, you guys turn in for a nice night of sleep. The next morning comes. And the day is much the same yours.
That'll
Well,
be
uh, if Chipper wants to get spells from a fucking archmage, now's the
Alright.
chance.
I would love to do that. I would also like to get some, rarer spell components. Rarer? That feels wrong.
Components
to say,
we-
Sorry.
Components we might not be able to get because they fucking safeguard magical
Yeah.
like objects,
Yeah, they're under like
Yeah.
super duper rationing here.
which may include components.
Oh, didn't we also ask them to identify the?
They're going to get back to us way later.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Matt, is
Yeah,
the
they have to-
airspace above bad to be in at all?
What's that?
Above the city? Is the airspace above the city like bad to like exist in?
No, not really. You've seen a number of birds kind of flying around, even over the sinkhole.
They don't seem to have any industrial capacity, so I don't think there's pollution.
Yeah.
No, I just mean like if I go too high, would magical people be like, what the fuck?
You might arouse like curiosity, but
Sure, let's do that.
It's okay. Laura's used to
You're also
arousing
pretty
people.
small, so
yeah.
But
They
Thank
might
you.
genuinely mistake you for a bird.
yeah.
After doing like morning meditation and stuff, waking up, Amir is going to just fucking book it into the sky, just to have a little lay of the land.
Absolutely.
Hit him with the old, where the fuck is my soundboard? Hello?
Hell yeah.
There it is.
Just to do like, I guess like a big perception check, just to.
Sure.
See.
Go ahead and roll it. Okay. You zip around over Shuria, and the city is massive. The sinkhole itself is huge. It's multiple miles across. Flying around, there are tons of spires of differing sizes. Each one seems to have its own kind of small urban sprawl around the base of it even. The one you guys are staying in is kind of attached more to the docks. So you've gotten like some of that kind of capacity, but it's a huge city. If it weren't for the sinkhole kind of dividing it up, it almost seems like it would be bigger than Bjergten. Which is the city of reference you have.
Yeah. This is the second only city I've ever been to, so.
They just keep getting bigger.
Okay. It wasn't for much of a reason, like getting lay of the land, maybe if I could spot something, but.
Yeah. I would say probably the only thing that really stands out is one of these spires comes to a very tapered end, where rather than being this kind of mountainous cone, it actually comes to a point after a while, and there is a very deliberate kind of spire that juts up, and probably about 50 feet up at the end of it, from where the actual like little spindle of rock leaves the actual like cone of stone. There is what you think you see is like a veranda, a balcony. But that's probably the only thing that really stands out doing like a flyover.
Hey Siri, flip a coin.
Heads.
Oh no.
You fly into it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You fly on over to it, and you see an individual kind of kneeled on the balcony, kind of looking out. It would be the northernmost of the spires, and this individual is just kind of sitting there. As you approach, you can tell it is a female Liang. She has this kind of
Second.
almost long midnight blue hair.
Second wife.
Very kind of almost soft features, but she kind of spies you approaching, and her eyes are
Oh, I was
sharp.
going to ask if I could do a stealth check before that.
Sure, go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Now, when I say stealth check, what I'm envisioning is I become like slightly transparent. AKA, what if I had kids, Lamo? But what is probably going to happen is she's probably going to have to pretend to be a bird and flap around.
Okay.
So I'm going for transparency, but
27's good enough. She does not see you approach.
probably just flutter down and have a cursory like listen in or look at what she's talking about or what she's doing.
Okay. You float on down, kind of sticking close to the actual spire itself, just enough that you can kind of hide like 3/4 of your body. And as you peer out, she seems to be meditating. She has a number of kind of like what look to be almost ritual implements of some kind. There's bowls, there are this bundle of like very thin twigs that she's got, and she kind of sits there in silence for a minute before picking a few of them out, tossing them out in front of her, and begins to kind of like hum to herself for a long moment before kind of waving her hands, and this magic kind of unfolds before her. Seems to be almost divining something, but just seems to be going through the motions of a ritual of some kind.
Is making contact a bad idea? Is this entire situation a bad idea? You decide.
She seems important.
You decide. This is an Emir moment, a certified Emir moment.
Yeah, I'll break stealth. Have a flutter down and ask. Interesting ritual you have there.
And kind of turns to you now, and you see the sharpness of the eyes, which are not only different colors, but one of them actually seems to be, one of them is this kind of sharp blue. The other one, however, is an almost feline yellow, complete with the slit pupil. Yes, it is an important divination.
My apologies for interrupting. Please continue.
I don't think you were interrupting. If you were here, it was simply meant to be.
Oh, I like women. It's a very big philosophy thing. May I ask what it's for?
This one was whether I should have a fish fillet for lunch.
How wonderful to decide such a small bit of fate with something so intricate and beautiful.
I found that when I am at an impasse, it is easier to let the fates decide.
I wouldn't know anything about what that means. Hey Siri, turn off.
You are from the group that came in from the north, yes?
Aye. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Likewise.
Wanting to gather if it's safe to tell her what we're about to do. Not what we're about to do, but what we're doing, like looking for this person. Because I don't know if there's any like big conspiracy or anything like that, but that could just be metagaming, I don't know. Can I do an insight check? I don't know if she's so good.
You want to try to get like a read on her person?
Oh. I'm too distracted by women.
It's interesting. You came upon this person. They didn't care that you were here. And they told you that they were doing some kind of divination to determine their lunch.
Okay.
It is impossible to get a read on her. Despite her present carefree attitude, this is an incredibly guarded person. You realize very quickly you are only getting out of her what she is willing to give.
Hey, can I suggest something?
Yes, always. Please go on.
Maybe try and match her physical description to the council members that we met. Like, see if she looks like her, bodily shape or anything.
Well, it is worth noting, the only member of the council you have seen without flowing robes and a mask on would be Rulamso.
Okay.
And this is definitely not Rulamso.
So we didn't get any. The robes completely conceal like their shape as well.
Yes, and you kind of gathered this is by design.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that makes sense. All right.
Fuck.
At this point,
You know,
she's
fuck.
kind of regathering her things and readjusting them and kind of reaches into a little pouch on her hip and pulls out what looks to be almost like a small flask, almost. Yes?
Women.
No, just vaguely women.
May I ask a question of you, being a native of this land?
Of course.
If you had lost a family member and they had disappeared under suspicious circumstances, and you were trying to find them, where would be the first place you look? Aside from the slums underneath the city.
Where I would look for a lost family member.
I'm fairly certain that my entourage that we are traveling with is going to have a good grasp of what to do, and they're enacting how to find this person for their safety. But just in case, I'd like to help in some way.
Would you like me to ask?
Ask?
The fates.
If you're willing, I wouldn't want to impose.
It will be a trade.
Slight frown. What would you propose?
I want to know your name.
Man.
And you see at this
I
point
get-
she has a very firm smirk on.
Is that like the implication known, or
Mm-hmm.
like of what she's asking?
Make an insight check.
Oof. Where's my other screen? There it is.
Okay, 17.
Why couldn't it be? Why couldn't it be the number on the right?
You get the impression she might understand things about the Fae.
You understand the weight of that question you ask, do you?
I do. But I have no ill will for you.
Fates first.
All right. What are you... Who are you looking for?
Do I remember the name?
I think it was Jenhei Lu.
Jen Huli.
Would the fairy that gets distracted, know the name?
That is up to you.
wouldn't want to gamble. No, I would. She would have some. It would have been spoken yesterday. Fresh in
Yeah,
mind.
he literally said it in front of her.
I'm looking for. The beep being who that is.
All right. And she reaches into her pack and begins producing, or her little pouch, and begins producing other things. Some incense, another bundle of sticks, and a beautiful silver bowl that she sets the incense in, and with a snap of her fingers it alights. And their eyes close as she arrays the sticks across the top of the bowl. O fates on the wind, this weary fae looks for one Jin Huli. Let me be your oracle and tell her where to find her. And a long, heavy silence takes for about a few seconds that feel like they're stretching into minutes before she opens her eyes. Both of them now that bright yellow, that cat-like eye. And they turn to you, and she kind of leans from a kind of meditative position to kind of resting on an elbow. Searching for the consumed deep within a long dry well. You will find what you seek in the tightest grasp you can imagine. Everyone who seeks becomes a slave to their desires. And she blinks and she's back to normal and kind of, pardon me, and straightens herself out.
Horrifying. Thank you for that. But duly noted. One final insight check, because that was fucking creepy.
Absolutely.
Still on the fence about God damn.
A 14 is enough that you can tell that in that moment, this woman was not herself. That something else was speaking through her. What it was, you have no idea.
Did she know?
Did that answer your question?
It raised some more, but for now that should be good. Thank you very kindly for your assistance.
When we consult with the fates, we often find ourselves with more questions than we initially had. But
Gee.
this is a transaction, my little fae.
It's fanning myself.
Settle down.
Down, girl, down!
When the lesbian is so strong, even a guy saying it is like, whoa.
What is your name?
Your request is duly noted. Thank you very much for your assistance. And I, Princess Emir of the Fae, thank you. Were this not a transaction, I would say that I would be indebted to you, as we Fae are very cautious of debts. But Thank you.
Wisely so. I hope you are able to find this person.
Me too. And with that, she's just gonna like fall off the side of the pillar. Just like a casual like, see ya.
Guys, I think this lady's really important. I didn't get her name. She didn't give it.
She didn't give it.
Just fly back up real quick. Can I ask yours?
You could. Do you want that weight?
Do I want that weight? No, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Full, like, smug grin as you dip back over the side.
Just gonna try and memorize what she looks like, robe and like face wise. But no response. Just falling off the side of the edge again.
Quit while you're ahead.
Yeah. It's okay.
What are the rest of you doing for the morning?
So Brack woke Claw and Cirrus up around sunrise, and they jogged over to the airship and just going through training. Like, if fucking Amir flies on over, they're like doing jumping jacks or something right now.
Absolutely. And they're not here to say no, so.
Yeah.
But what about Wick and Chipper?
I wanted to go shopping, but I'm willing to go shop. I'm willing to wait in case other people want to come shopping.
Going shopping for what?
I want to go shopping for some components.
Didn't we just talk about this last week?
They can't sell anything.
Oh, that's true.
Talked about this like 20 minutes ago.
I know. My brain is really fried.
Like, you
I don't
might
know,
be
I
able to get spells from like a direct individual if they're
But not from
cool
not
and
from,
don't
like, a
mind.
general spell store, yeah.
I don't think so. It's hard to tell.
Okay.
Yeah, just
Sorry,
It just-
Nora. It's all downhill from here.
She just needs to drink some water. She's a little thirsty.
good point
I
actually.
can tell.
But yeah, you got the impression last time that that getting stuff like components or magical items is going to be incredibly hard, and also done in morale, which you guys do not have a ton of.
Not anymore.
All this goddamn philanthropy.
He made a mean hot pot.
Yeah.
This philanthropy and throwing coins at guys to look cool.
It's really more of a I'm sorry we're not able to fucking solve your friend's murder sort of condolence thing, but you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, you know,
Means
it's a lasting friendship now too.
But so again, Nikki, you might be able to get spells from a guy, but you gotta ask. That's up to you ultimately.
Spell scrolls, you mean?
Access to spells that you can copy is what I mean.
Right, yeah, yeah. With the book.
Yes.
Yeah. If you want to reach out to a local wizard or even one of the seats, you certainly could.
We did talk about doing that.
Mm-hmm. But that is up to you. That is something that you can do if
Hey.
you are so inclined.
Nikki, I'm going to be more explicit. If you want to do that, now is the time to do that, and say I would like to do that.
I would.
And if
I would
not-
like to do that. I would very
Okay.
much like to do that.
Yeah,
Seize the day.
because we're leaving like tomorrow, maybe even today.
Yes, I'm aware.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like to do that, but I would specifically like to talk to Vrak to ask him to help with that because Chipper is very well aware of the fact that she's not the like a nice person to talk to.
Well, it is also worth noting the conditions for sending, I think, are you have to be familiar with them. So the only seat you could actually speak to with sending would be Rulam So.
That's. She's a sorcerer, isn't she?
She is a sorcerer, but she knows the other ones and could probably put you in touch with one of them.
Oh.
Can
yeah,
you say hi for me?
yeah.
Because I'm really into the.
So soon.
You've moved on real quick, Laura. Like I don't.
When you stop in the middle of the road and see a beautiful flower, you don't ever go back to the florist.
That's fucking good.
I don't like that actually.
Made that up on the spot. Fuck you, I win.
I think that metaphor promotes prostitution.
Oh no! This is not what we wanted.
This is a sex-positive D&D game.
That's right.
Talk about flowers, not pussy.
I need to show you a little artist called Georgia O'Keeffe.
Oh no.
Are you staring
But-
heads or tails?
This time.
Oh, no, it's okay. Continue.
But yes, as I was saying, you could send to Rulam So, who you are on positive terms with, if you would like to facilitate a meeting or a
I would
melding.
like to do that. I did specifically. I have a few people I want to send to. Okay.
Okay.
So much so that I feel like using literally all of my spell slots. Okay.
Very brave.
Not all of my spell slots, but like all of
Oh,
the
you're
spell slots
sending.
necessary. Spell slots, which is 3rd level, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Because I only have 3. So first, I wanna send to Vrak. Sorry, not Vrak. To Dralazar. Be like, I heard you needed to talk to me. Is it about my inquisitorship? How's that going, by the way? Is it going great? So that's one.
Okay. A couple seconds pass.
Chipper is starting a fucking call center.
A couple seconds pass. Ugh. Oh. Good morning, Chipper. I've fallen asleep at my desk. We will talk about that when you return. There are a number of developments that you alone are qualified to help me with.
Oh boy.
Oh shit. It's not my inquisitorship. There's problems. There's chipper-based problems.
There's wizard problems.
Yeah, that's true. There's wizard problems.
There's wizard problems that specifically fucking your professor can't help with.
Mm-hmm.
That's really bad.
That's really
That's what-
weird, actually.
Yeah, because my professor does everything that I do, but better.
Yeah.
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 Maybe he's too tall.
Shut up, D.
Fucking got him.
Fuck you, D.
I don't know.
I don't think this is a height-based issue. I don't think Dralazar wants to send me down some fucking tunnels like a gopher. You know? Like, I don't think that's what he needs.
Matt furiously rewriting this like a campaign to be exactly that.
No, I mean, he doesn't need short people. He's got a shitload of kobold friends.
That's
That's
true.
true.
Oh yeah.
True. So he even has people who does short better than me, so I don't know what he needs me.
Damn! Fucking writing Chipper out of this story.
Anyway, and then I will message sending. Actually, no. She'll go to Vrak first. Vrak.
Yes.
Server Karam.
Yes,
I
yes.
I would like to construct a message to send to Rule Amso, to request an exchange of knowledge. Mostly, I just want to copy what cool things she has. Well, actually, she's a sorcerer, but what her friends might have in their spellbooks. But I'm not sure how to approach that because I know, as myself, I just say, "Hi, can I pretty please look in your friend's spellbooks? That'd be really cool, thank you." And that usually doesn't work in diplomacy. So I would ask
Yes,
you to
a bit
help me
too
construct
direct.
a polite message.
Certainly. You two continue going about that. Proper form, all that. And he turns his attention to Chipper and well, first of all, do you have a pen and paper?
I do, and she whips out the magical pen and spellbook, so that if she can write,
Ah, right.
and it'll automatically jot down what you say.
So, oh. First, you should
Why was such a
begin.
good note taker in class? Come on.
I assumed it was your fastidious nature.
That too.
First, you want to begin with dear so-and-so, or
Dear
what have you.
Lamso?
yes, the address. Yeah. Standard sending limitation, I assume.
Indeed.
Right. Perhaps start with, in the interest of
Of our newfound
alliance.
Yeah?
Yes. In the interest of our newfound. Is newfound two words?
I think it's one word.
In the interest of our newfound alliance, would you be able to arrange for some sort of smart word for exchange? Is there a term for this when wizards get together and swap scrolls? Is that
Well, back in the college, we just had a book club. But I don't think we should use the term book club here.
perhaps too colloquial? Yes.
Yeah.
Exchange of
Maybe a meeting.
ideas.
A meeting of minds.
Sure, certainly. And spell books. Would that suffice?
And books. And an
It
exchange
was
of
after-
knowledge.
There was, after all, talk of giving them access to onomancy. This would be a good instance of providing that and showing that we're serious.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That's
Precisely?
actually exactly 25, yeah.
It was lovely when that works out.
Yes. So I will send that exact message, which I will repeat to you, Max, because I did actually write it down. for-
Oh, good.
Dear Rulamso, in the interest of our newfound alliance, would you be able to arrange a meeting of minds and spellbooks and an exchange of knowledge?
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check at advantage because Vrak is helping you.
I'm helping.
Okay. Now,
-1,
it's 0. It's a hot 0.
Okay.
hot 0, raw luck.
DC, I will say the DC is not terribly high because you guys are on good terms with Rulamso.
We
She
did
was
help her with her dragon husband.
Yes,
We
she is.
we did help resurrect the hero of her people.
Yes. We did bring back the dragon husband.
Mhm.
So I get this at advantage. So persuasion. Vantage. No. Vantage. No.
Okay.
Iced, Nikki.
I rolled a 4.
I know
and
it's not. It's not your fault.
No, it's not your fault.
Fuck.
It's just incredibly cursed luck.
It's
Look,
it's
I've had
funny.
that's the thing with me is I've consistently always not been great at rolling dice for some reason, even virtual die. There was an entire campaign where Matt ran where I had the highest initiative but went last every single time.
Mm-hmm. So,
well,
It wasn't even close.
say
I had the
goodbye to those
highest
spells,
initiative
Nikki.
by far.
a moment passes, and you receive back. I'm a bit busy right now. No, hold on. Fuck. There's nettles everywhere.
Hey yo, is that my wife?
Going through
I-
a tunnel right now.
I hope that had the
Bad
distance
reception.
effect
There's bad
today.
reception, guys. It's just bad reception.
I could put you in touch. There are 3 of us in the seats who are wizards. They are busy and were not fond of you. I'll get back to you.
Okay. Rocket didn't go well. Apparently the wizards of her council, apparently they didn't really like us, and that they'll get back. But we're leaving tomorrow, right? So what if they don't get back to me?
And he drops down to one knee and he pats Chipper on the shoulder.
You're on a phone call with Rulem, so, and I hear he drops down to one knee.
Yeah, I proposed to Rulan so.
No,
I'll completely fuck up diplomatic relations. And
He's
make things
risking
really
it all.
awkward.
For what it's worth, there is a historical precedent for being horny fucking up diplomatic relationships.
Yeah.
Many such cases.
Well, suppose we'll simply have to do without. I'm sure we'll be able to get spells when we return home.
I guess I'm used to people now. I know I'm not the most likable gnome on the planet. But I don't know, I figured that would be something that they would be interested in, you know? Like, it would be, that they would be assimilating and understand. That we would agree at least on that, you know?
Well, they do have quite a bit on their hands. I understand the ruling class here. So perhaps they simply don't have the time.
Well, it feels like a missed opportunity. So, I'll get over it.
I like you, Chipper.
Oh, thanks. I like you too.
And she'll kind of trot off a little bit. Like, it was a momentary haze, but she kind of picks herself up, like hikes her skirt up a little bit and trots off.
And what has Wick been doing for the morning?
He's really just thinking about this mystery with the girl. It's gotten in his head. He doesn't like having this just hanging out here like this as a loose end. I mean, other than that, he doesn't need to eat or do much else. He's actually been up for several hours before anyone because that's how his sleep feature works.
Mm-hmm.
when a certain lesbian gets back, that might have some closure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, some time passes. Each of you kind of stewing on your various things before you all eventually reconvene.
So, shall we give things one more once over?
But we're going to see the mother first, yes?
That's what I'm getting at. Yes.
Before
yes.
that,
Hmm?
I went for a little morning fly, and I might have made contact with one of the sages, I believe. Specifically, I wanted to ask them if, and they seemed very kind and very lovely, a little mysterious, but you know, comes with the territory, I suppose. And I asked them if they could ask the fates to give us any kind of answer on our departed friend.
Redacted.
Yeah, because I've forgotten the name. Who, when probed the fates, said a very mysterious message.
You met a council sage in the sky.
It wasn't in the sky. It was on a big tower, big pillar.
They were
Or
just
solid ground.
looking out the window, and you happened to meet them.
Well, it was more like they were on top of a big tower meditating in some very intricate ritual.
How did you know the member of the council?
I did, yes, this morning.
No. How did you know that they are a member of the council?
Same robes.
They were not the same robes necessarily.
I may be wrong on that front. But they were at a very tall. They were at the very top of a tall tower, and I had an inkling. So, made
Oh.
contact.
It's an assumption.
Yes, my apologies.
Very
God
well.
forbid women do anything.
What?
Sorry. When probing the fates, they said, searching for the consumed deep within a long dry well, you'll find what you seek in the tightest grasp you can imagine. Everyone who seeks becomes a slave to their desires.
That's both incredibly ominous and somewhat unhelpful.
Well, and I'm no investigator per se, I'm just a fairy princess, but searching for the consumed, we're asking the fates specifically for this person. They may have been eaten by one of those slime monsters or something. Deep within a long dry well, you just need to find the driest place here aside from... No, I can't say that. Too mean. The only ominous part is everyone who seeks becomes a slave to their desires. That could be referring to us looking for this person, or it could be them looking for something and being a slave to that.
A slave
Meeting
to
their own
their desires.
fate.
That could refer to addiction. Didn't we find a drug den?
We did. I just wanted to help because I can't exactly do much other than royally clock things. Really well, I might add.
Oh yes, you're quite skilled at that. This is a rather incredible bout of happenstance. You said this person was a clairvoyant of some sort?
Yeah.
Well, it makes one wonder if they anticipated this happening and placed themselves such for you to meet them. That's just
doubt it. I
speculation on
mean-
my part.
Their ritual was nothing too important. I twiddles her thumbs. Reaches into her backpack, apparently. That was just me commenting on the background noise here.
Well, let's see if we can get a hold of a parent, and then I suppose we'll be going back down to the dry well.
Highest one we can find. Aside from your sense of humor, of course. Boom,
There's
saved
none
it.
drier.
Well, you guys gather up your things and prepare to head down to the Loan district. That's where we're going to take our break.
All
I need
right.
to
So-
pee so bad.
So we will be back shortly, all refreshed.
Guys, I think that lady's really important. Thought you were taking a regularly scheduled bathroom break.
No, she would have told us.
Yeah, I would have announced it to the world as I tend to do.
And we're back. As you guys descend now back into the Loan district in the central gorge of Shuria, you guys are heading directly for Jinhuli's relative, or at least her last known place.
I don't see any reason not to.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a group investigation check,
Oh boy.
since you are trying to match characters.
That's a 26.
Oh, that's a 26 as well for me.
I'm glad you guys are doing well.
Hey, 7 is a multiple of 26
Wait,
if
why
you take
couldn't I
some numbers
roll
away.
like this when I was talking to Rulam So? What the fuck?
Because you're an int person. It's not
Look,
your
I rolled a
nature.
nat 20 here.
Yeah.
That's true. But you
I
guys
wish you could have rolled
find
for me,
it.
Brack. That would have made me happy.
You guys find it relatively easy. Much like many of the buildings here, it is just a facade of a building. It is shacks that are built into the walls of the sinkhole. There is a kind of modest fragrance that wafts out the front of it that does in fact suppose that it is a place of laundry. Pushing in the door, you see a number of people kind of posted at little fucking wash basins, manually cleaning clothes. There are a few individual young kind of posted up in essentially their fucking underwear as some elderly women are washing their clothes, presumably. And in the back there is what looks to be an older Liang, probably mid-40s, who is posted up at a desk, his feet kind of kicked up, and is scratching through what looks to be a book, presumably like a fucking puzzle book or something. He kind of looks up and says something in Liang, which Emir is able to translate as, "If you're here for your clothes to be washed, get in line."
I wanted to wash my clothes. I'll go outside in the rain.
Tell him we're looking for Jen Huli's residence, I suppose.
I do that.
And he kind of appraises your group for a moment and looks to one of the women at the tubs. "Ansu, they want to talk to you. You got 5 minutes." And
7.
it's 7?
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check. Or
Oh my
intimidate.
God.
Persuasion or intimidation.
Oh.
2.
2, 1.
5.
Okay.
And then
It was a good attempt.
it was
Was it?
an older young woman kind of stands up, kind of wrings her hands in a little kind of makeshift and very frayed apron, and kind of avoiding direct eye contact, kind of shuffles her way over. Yes. Do you know my daughter?
Who's taking the lead here? Should probably be whoever has the highest charisma.
Well, she's
And
speaking
I'm
in.
assuming Amir's.
Yeah, she's speaking
Oh.
in Ling.
No, my charisma
Yeah.
is 1.
I'm assuming Amir is translating for us.
Okay.
Tell her we know of her and are looking for her. To on the behest of the
Bao?
Noodle Patron.
Was it
Yeah.
Bao?
Bao Sanri.
Yes. As a favor to Bao Song Ri, the noodle vendor.
You translate that, I'm assuming, and she kind of like visibly detenses. Oh, you're not a debt collector, okay. To be honest, I don't know where she is. The last I saw her was 2-3 weeks ago. She's been involved in a project in the Gowai district, deeper down. One of the men up there said he had found something. I don't know.
That is very useful. Thank you. But we do not need information. I only need to touch your shoulder for a moment and to know if you have any other living relatives.
She kind of shakes her head. Just Jen.
Excellent. And so I'm going to grab her shoulder and I'm going to cast Find Kin.
Okay.
We're going to ask if we can grab her shoulder. We're not just going to grab her shoulder.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
told her.
Yeah.
I said.
Yeah,
I did. But
Be polite
if you're
about
going
it.
to call me out, you got to pay attention.
I'm paying attention. I'm just saying. You said, I need to grab your shoulder. And she's like, yeah, I have this family. You didn't ask, like, okay, I'm going to grab your shoulder now.
Yeah, she kind of tacitly assented.
It was by not saying, no, you can't.
Okay.
That's one willing creature in this instance.
Let's see.
And I know the identity, appearance, and location of one randomly selected living relative of the target. No,
Okay.
maximum range. No.
Correct. Which
Yeah,
is good.
I just know. Yeah.
Because the location is much farther down. Easily about 20 miles down.
Oh,
You learn the identity of Jen Huli. And you learn her appearance. She is a young woman, maybe in her mid-20s. Kind of long brown hair, very messy. Appearance. You get a brief flash of stone, a cave, and a broken pathway. A discovered necropolis, well underground.
Oh shit.
You get the image of this woman alive, but in tatters. She seems to be in pain.
She's alive. She is hurt and pain. Beneath the city. Deep beneath.
Deeper
Some
than
sort
we've
of-
been.
Oh, certainly. Some sort of cavern. Which is not necessarily helpful, I understand, but
Can you guide us there with the knowledge imparted by the spell?
Matt? I mean, I imagine I know where she is, sort of relative to me in this moment, but not necessarily like the
Right.
tunnel system to get there, right? But like, can I
Yeah.
still kind of feel where it is?
Yeah, it would be on the south side, but it is much deeper in.
More or less, I would be able to.
Well, then we must make haste.
Suppose so. Thank you for your time, he says to the mom.
When Mira translates, she just kind of nods.
I also assume Amir translated that she was alive, and possibly that she was in pain, but...
Did not translate that she was in pain.
Oh, cool.
And she does seem like relieved at that, but kind of seems to hide it.
Well, that's her prerogative.
I
27. This place is a slum. You know Jen Hooley is wanted for a lot of debts. She probably doesn't want to, like, make too much of a show of, oh, my debt-addled daughter is alive.
Makes sense.
Okay.
The guy at the back kind of pipes up. All right, 5 minutes over. Back to work.
That was a short 7 minutes. No, not to him. Just as we're leaving.
That wasn't in Ling. Oh, I guess it wouldn't matter. She doesn't actually speak Ling.
That's right. Any language she speaks is understood by everyone. Double-edged sword.
Okay.
Well, let's get to it.
Yeah. Let's move our butts.
All right. We begin to maneuver deeper down the intertwining spans of stone-hewn bridges and pathways deeper down into the city. The slums get thicker as you kind of go for a little while before they almost seem to disappear. As you're kind of leaving the last section of this kind of slum area, a crowd kind of passively forms. Not necessarily like following you around, but they see you are heading deeper, and a lot of people kind of like follow at a distance to almost watch out of curiosity. Nobody moves to intercept you at all. Nobody kind of says much of anything, aside from a couple whispers to each other. And as you pass for a while, you eventually are submerged in total darkness. You are so deep that light does not penetrate, and there is little to no civilization. You see a couple small lantern fires around hovels, where you see people incredibly destitute, barely wearing the clothes that they have worn down to fraying threads. The people have hard looks. They are malnourished. And they kind of appraise you coming the way a hunter might looking at a boar that is too big. But you pass unmolested for a good while, until even those disappear. You descend down 20 feet. Or 20 miles, not 20 feet. And it is silent.
Descending 20 feet is what happens when Rax sits down.
Most importantly, those of you without dark vision cannot see in front of your faces.
Skipper, can you cast light?
Don't have light,
What do you mean you don't have
unfortunately.
light?
I can attune to my shimmer cloak.
What do you?
Well, it takes
What
like
do
an
you
hour to
mean?
attune.
Does it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I really don't have light.
I think Cirrus has light.
Yeah.
I think he does. I know he has dancing lights as a racial trait.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That.
he'll pop those out.
Do I really not even have fucking torches? Jesus.
I could also do
I do,
fairy fire.
but that's no. That doesn't last that long.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, that's once a day. Then.
I have a lantern, but shut up.
Yeah, Sirius lets out a group of small dancing torch lights that kind of give you guys a deal of light. It is worth noting that occasionally, Wix, since you have such high passive perception, you do hear things moving. They do not sound like people. And they are also usually pretty far off.
Keep your wits about you. We're still not alone down here. And whatever it isn't people.
But you guys are here. Presumably you are looking for tunnel structures. Go ahead and give me a group investigation check again.
Group investigation?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. It's another 25.
19 this time.
Okay. You find 3 tunnels in kind of passing, all along the kind of southern end of the cavern.
As a way to like kind of, can I make a insight using charisma check to like try and figure out which one to go off of based on the spell? I feel like none of the other fucking skills work, but I also feel like it's based on my magic, you know?
Sure. I would say this would be survival with charisma, though. Because you're trying to, like,
Same.
piece together. Yeah. If they're the same, they're the same. Just for codifying.
Sure. Yeah, okay. So let me, let's just add 4 to this. Hey.
Okay, so 22.
Yeah.
You are able to deduce, kind of piecing together the way the pass seemed to go. You are able to pick one of them out that seems the most likely.
Fantastic.
But it is completely dark, and as you guys head in, the passway itself twists and winds and turns before opening out into a larger chamber. This one has remnants of civilization in it. Remnants is the key word. You step into this open cavern, and from the scant light you have, you can see destroyed tents and quite a number of dead.
How recently dead?
If you would like to check, go ahead and give me a medicine check.
I only have a +4. Anyone else got better than that?
Or investigation?
Medicine.
Medicine.
I do have it better than that, I think. I have it at +6.
Okay.
I
So-
will
Merrick
give
got an
that-
18. That's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, anybody who wants to check can check.
Yeah, okay. I'll give it a shot.
I won't give it a shot, but I will divine sense.
Okay.
Nice, Rock.
You do not detect anything. How far out does How far out does divine sense go?
60 feet. That is not behind total cover.
Okay. Yeah, you
Celestial
don't.
Fiend, Undead, Dragon, Fae, something else.
You do not
Aberrations?
detect anything.
Aberrations.
Yeah, and aberrations.
I mean, does a mirror ping?
I mean, yeah, Mirror's Fae, Mirror pings.
Okay, cool. That's fine.
Exists.
Oh yeah, just
Yeah, the obvious
Checking the
pings.
divine sense isn't broken, you know?
Yeah.
right.
How scary
Nothing
would that be if I
unusual.
didn't ping?
He fucked up.
Emir, it seems these people have been dead for maybe a day or so. But Chipper,
Yes.
you do notice something.
Oh. Okay.
In one of these tents, there are at least 3 what look to be very decorated tomes.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. I'm going to have a look-sees at what that is.
Okay. You stride in, you grab one of the tomes, you start flipping through it.
Yep.
These are spell books.
Oh, I'm taking all of them. Thank you.
I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no!
fucking
Look, I knew what was happening. I still couldn't stop myself though. You know?
fair. I kind of.
Now, I do get advantage on wisdom against magic. So,
This is magic.
okay.
Oh.
Okay. So, 1, 2.
All right.
Seems not bad.
You touch them and you feel something kind of pushing into your mind, and you very quickly shake it off. And as you do, you realize these are not books you are holding. They are. I mean, they're not spell books, rather. They are books. They're just faded. And you flip back through them to double check, and they look to be journals instead.
Okay. Oh, I'll still keep them.
Okay.
I'm a
But
keeper
you should
of knowledge.
burn them immediately. They made you make a whiz save.
Yeah. Which means they're obviously trying to hide something very important, and I'm going to spend some time and read every single page.
Nikki, are you familiar with the works of one Howard Phillips Lovecraft?
Yes.
Just ask. Just checking.
Look. Forbidden knowledge is like Shipper understands she shouldn't be reading any non-imperial forbidden knowledge, but at the same time, her whole when I made the roll to see what her character flaw was, it was definitely I'm too curious for my own good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Go off.
You guys also see, climbing up at the far end of the chamber, the tattered, clothed, exhausted-looking Jen Hooley.
Oh, that's her. That's who we're after. Who
She-
we're looking for, rather.
Kind of hears you, looks up, looks startled.
Amir, tell her the thing. The spiel.
She wasn't tied up. She just looked exhausted. Hurt.
Yeah, no, I mean, Wick is just asking Princess Amir to quickly give her the whole the noodle man sent us thing that we've told to like half a dozen people by now.
You say that, and she kind of looks back over her shoulder. You can tell the fight or flight is starting to kind of hit. We need to go. We need to go now.
Why? What's the matter? What's happening?
This place is. I want to get away from it.
What's in there? Is it? The city's built on an illithid ruin, right?
If Amir's translating, she kind of. Yes. It's. I don't want to be in there. It made me feel sick.
Can't rule out if this one is real or if it's a goofy.
Give me an insight check.
Happily.
I'll throw one in too, even though I'll probably fucking not do well.
Absolutely. Okay.
I trust her.
Vrak, you trust her completely. Emir, I need you to make a wisdom save.
Uh-oh.
Ah,
I have advantage.
how close is she to me?
7?
Wow.
Dirty 20.
She looks terrified.
Wait, Amir, was that at advantage for being a monk?
Oh wait, yeah, that's right. Advantage.
Yep.
That's right. Never mind.
Sorry.
To
And
Amir
maybe a
and
+5.
Amir alone, Chen Huli becomes transparent. To the rest of you, she's very much there. She's very much scared, and she's beginning to kind of like hobble her way towards you, kind of dragging one leg along the ground.
Appeared transparent?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta do it to him. You know I had to do it to him. I'm gonna chuck a dagger and shoot it at her leg.
Absolutely.
Hit him with a...
What?
It sails right through her.
She's not real.
In this moment, Vrak knows exactly how Vane felt with the vampires.
What are you doing? We need to leave. This place
Who's
is
we?
us, you and me.
I see the dagger go through her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna do another divine sense.
Absolutely. Nothing pings.
She's
What?
not a spirit.
An illusion, then?
Could check for magical activity. I could see what it is. Can I
Certainly,
detect
yes. Do so, please.
Can I detect
She-
magic?
Okay. You're using a spell slot to cast Detect Magic?
Oh no, I'm ritually casting it, but it doesn't matter because.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
can-
right, because you can ritual cast instantly.
In short
That's
periods of
right.
time.
Yeah, you cast Detect
Making
Magic.
sure.
This entire area is covered in a myriad of magics.
Is it mostly illusion?
Parts of it are illusion, but give me an Arcana check.
Okay. 24.
This level of melding magic, something powerful is layering near here.
Uh-oh.
So, whatever's in
is-
there, it wants to keep us out, and it's intelligent.
Most likely so. It definitely casts.
don't know what
The
you
girl is definitely not here though, right? That is definitely
I don't. What are
magic.
you saying? I can't understand. Please help.
The-
We need to go.
Is she magical? Is she real?
She is pinging as part of the magic. The same magics that kind of flow through also kind of conjugate her.
My friends, I would not be deceived. She may or may not be there. She
all
may
right.
be part of the magic. She is part of the magic of this place.
Wickle draw his gun, turn to the illusionary Jen Hooley and say, "Congratulations, you are being rescued. Please do not resist." He's going in.
What?
Brack goes in with him simultaneously.
All right. What are you doing?
I guess I'm making perception rolls to see if I can fucking see anything.
Absolutely.
I'm staying within 5 feet of Wick, well within aura, and I'm, you know what? Hey, you know fucking what?
What?
Inventory, Cocentaur, detect evil and good. No, that's not it. It's protection from evil and good. I'm gonna put protection from evil and good on you using a charge of Cocentaur.
Absolutely.
Creatures of those types, aberration, celestial, elemental, fae, fiends, and undead, will have disadvantage, and it'll be harder for them to charm, frighten, or possess you.
Mm-hmm.
What is this? What are you doing?
I'm making sure nothing takes hold of you the way it has been happening recently, and the way it seems to have happened to that girl.
And Wick, give me a perception check.
With pleasure. I do not have time to quibble over this right now.
34.
No, but you do.
That's a
have time
crit.
to think me.
Give me a wisdom save.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm
At plus
proficient.
4.
I'm proficient in wisdom saves, so
Plus 5, Nikki.
Plus 5. Sorry, plus 5.
so yeah, that'll be a 21.
Jen Hooley becomes transparent to you.
Okay. Oh, she is.
We have to go. What are we waiting for? And she looks at Amir because she knows you're the only one who can understand her. Tell them we have to go.
Fucking idiot. She threw a knife through you.
We have to go or else.
We would like to go. We will take you out of here as soon as we figure out, what's layering down there.
Does Amir translate that?
No.
Please.
Do I know of in my studies of magical creatures and things like that? Would I know what kind of layer this is, as in like who might be layering in this kind of environment?
Give me an Arcana check. The DC is gonna be pretty high.
Okay.
Good thing you have a fucking plus 16.
35?
Hey.
Absolutely. You have heard of a creature before. Only in stories. It is a creature that inhabits the deepest shadows. And their lairs are made to draw people in. And they surround them with images of things that they want to see.
Like spellbooks.
Like spellbooks. Like a missing girl.
Yeah.
This creature is called a Balhanoth. Balhanoth lairs are usually pretty small.
But this is a large layer, isn't it?
This is a large lair.
And I know that these are, well, I know that these are aberrations,
Mhm.
but yeah, does Chipper know that this is aberration? Things
With
that
a
it's weird
35,
that it
yes.
yeah, and is it weird that it didn't ping for Drax?
That it
Divine
didn't
Sense?
that it didn't ping is
Drax?
mostly the fact that it itself is not present here.
Oh, okay, so it's deeper in.
Mhm.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Hey
Ron,
guys, I think I know what's living down here.
you do?
Uh, um, it is an aberration. If and she will look to Rack with a nod. The fact it didn't ping means it's probably for that way. But generally, it prefers to lure people in to its lair to devour them, among other disgusting things. By showing things that you desire, that you're looking for. Like for me, it was magical spellbooks, because I'm always curious about those things. But for us as a group in general, you know, like the missing girl that we're searching for.
What is the name of this creature?
It's a Balhanoth.
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 And Vrak turns towards the Phantom here. Balhanoth, relinquish the girl now.
I translate that.
She kind of stops, looking terrified for a moment. And Chipper, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh.
It is
am
an
I
advantage.
Am I next to Rack?
I'm a little farther away, next to Wick.
Okay, that's fine.
Next to me, if that helps.
15, 25.
Okay.
25.
You
take a
avoid the dominate person spell that was about to be cast on
Oh
you.
no!
Oh my god!
As you watch,
Da.
as you
so
watch
much of
several
this.
of the bodies that were around here begin to liquefy into a red paste.
Oh no.
And I need you guys to roll for initiative.
All right.
Remember,
We're doing it.
you remember how we were talking about
You
H.P.
guys
Lovecraft?
rolled a bit
I'm just
ahead,
letting
so
you know
guys
that
roll-
Balhanoths are like big mouths with a bunch of tentacles. That's like what they are. Oh no!
I'm gonna get-
My inability to roll fucking initiative has struck again.
Check out these sick polyps.
Yeah.
Those are the vile polyps. I don't like those.
Gotta
They're
love
just-
these polyps.
They're just guys.
There's just guys
vibing
being
down
dudes
here.
doing things, you know?
Yeah, man.
They
Let
look
me-
the same as the creature we discovered earlier.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Let me get some battle music.
Just gonna flop this down. That's what concentration 10 minutes. That's what you got on you, bud.
Okay. It's got a safety vest. It's got a flotation device.
You know, I think it looks a lot like
God dang it.
a bluish cape on you.
Okay. Sure.
You know, that's probably how this spell
Motherfucker.
looks. Should we roll initiative for Claw and Cirrus?
If you would
or-
please.
Okay, I will look them up.
Our music bot is really not helping me out today.
Law has a +5, and Cirrus has
I can do it through my soundboard if you
a
want.
+3.
No, that's fine.
Let's make Mup. This will be Cirrus. Oof.
Like,
And
serious?
this will be Claw. Similar. Oof. Classic Claw.
Oh, what the fuck?
Fuck. Didn't mean to do fucking
Claw's Fat Albert?
I didn't
Yeah.
mean to.
Did you not know? No, it's good. It's good. Keep it.
It's news to me.
I'm gonna transform. Beast mode activate.
Does that make Cirrus fucking motor mouth or what?
God damn it.
It's just Stitch for Cirrus.
I will note, Rich, since
Yeah.
it tried to cast Dominate Person on Nikki, I would have advantage since it's a spell due to my cloak.
Okay.
I wish Rhythm Soul would cast Dominate Person on me.
God,
Matt,
down
did that
girl.
feel like innate? Did that feel like innate casting? Or did that feel like it was actually casting and therefore I can counterspell it next time?
It felt innate.
Okay.
Also entirely possible that it'll do like some non-spell bullshit.
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's just advantage. They'll have a harder time hitting you.
Yeah.
God. Alright, it's gonna be without music on our end, because I'm gonna have to play it through my fucking browser, because our music bot broke.
That's alright.
Hatsune Miku, rest in peace.
Rest in
Never
fucking
have a replacement.
piss, idiot.
No,
I
this isn't
will-
Hatsune Miku.
I will have my revenge against Miku. Do you hear me, Sandy?
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
You keep saying these things. You keep muttering like epithets, and I keep thinking it's like, oh, this monster just crit on you.
No, I'm fucking... Shit's being weird. Saucy.
Can you
Yeah,
can you link the song so we can listen to it too?
Yeah. Okay.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a bop.
Okay, so get back to initiatives now.
Yes. Mop is Cirrus and Gup is Claw.
Excellent.
Me and D tied.
Yes, you also tied
Huh.
with the ooze, so you guys do not actually get to
Huh.
share initiative.
I rolled a 3 and an 8.
Yeah.
I rolled 21.
Did a good job rolling.
All right. Let's see. So, up first is Emir. You see these oozes begin to form up, and in them you see the dead faces of the numerous Leon who are just laying around here.
I innately get another action as part of my bonus action, right? Like my attack, sorry.
You've got your flurry of blows, or you've got your second unarmed, or your third unarmed strike, which you can take as bonus
you throw-
actions.
Yeah, if you throw 2 punches, you get a third one on your bonus for free.
How many days has it been since? It was 3 days I had on my timer for my cantrip. How many days has it been since that day?
It has been 2 days.
And the cantrip I chose was Thunder something?
Yeah, thunderclap.
Thunderclap. Give me a sec while I D&D Beyond this real quick. Thunderclap spell? Cantrip, yeah.
Like an AoE thing. AoE thing, I think.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Actually, I'm not going to do that because I thought it had a different effect.
No, yeah.
Am I able to do a cantrip and then do a bonus action punch?
You are not.
Okay. Then I, for my first turn, might make it just a bit easier for Vrak and Wick, I'm going to cast Fairy Fire
All right.
on this one here.
Excellent. That is easy enough to do. It's a dexterity saving throw,
DC 18.
which it fails with a 12, so it is fairy fired. All attacks against it have advantage, and it cannot become invisible.
And that's me, I guess. Can't do anything else, so.
Excellent. Do you want to move at all or anything?
Maybe a little bit over here. Just in between intersecting all three.
All right. Then, Wick, it is your turn.
Eat.
What, my turn?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, spaced out. Okay. So they didn't get a surprise round on us.
Mm-hmm.
You have advantage on this one too.
Well, given how effective the fire from the cannon was last time, I kind of wanted to lead him with that. Well, I guess it's large enough I could just target like up here and not get splashed.
Yeah. They are huge.
Oh wait, does the cannon give me disadvantage though?
It would. So the advantage, it would even out.
Even with
because,
sharpshooter?
Yeah.
But wait, if I have advantage on it, then I don't need my bonus action. All right, I'll bonus action disengage.
There you go.
Step back here into that other one's threat range, but whatever, we're surrounded. Fuck it.
It is going to take an attack of opportunity on you.
Even though I
With
disengage,
disengage.
Oh, wait, yeah, that's right. Disengage. Never mind. I'm fucking tripping.
advantage. That
24
is
hit.
clockwork bolted as well. 'Cause I still have
Excellent.
that.
Excellent.
Is that was that an extra D8, 2D8?
2d8.
2d8 now and maybe some more later.
Excellent.
And because I have advantage, I get my sneak attack.
Mm-hmm. It's a solid shot on it as it explodes and kind of ripples through. It kind of roils with the flame. Did not like that.
8 damage.
That is action, bonus action movement.
Yep.
All good. Then it is their turn. This one.
Not mine? It's based on dex.
Mhm. Yeah, they beat you but lost out to Wick.
Well, that's fine. He
These
gets
things
his
are
extra sneak at least.
These things are surprisingly nimble.
Oh wait, no, it hadn't gone yet. It crits.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I thought you applied that.
Nope.
So that
Wow.
is 48 doubled to 96. It
Gotta
is
love
not looking good at all. Do I have a hypnotic pattern token? They're not queued up. Let's see.
Just wish you hadn't moved out of the aura.
Okay. This one is hurting pretty bad, so it's gonna drop a thing. Look for cube. Foot radius, is that right? Okay, so that's 30 by 30. It's gonna drop. It's gonna drop it right over here. So I need wisdom saving throws from Wick, Claw, Chipper, and Cirrus.
Is this a spell?
It is a spell. Or it
I
is a
have advantage.
well, it is not explicitly a spell, but it is, well, yeah, it's a spell. It's not casting a spell, it's an innate thing, but... Alright.
Let's see. Law has only a +2 to their wisdom. Okay. So that's we've got +2. 5 for Claw. Big
Okay.
oof. And Cirrus has a +5.
And Nikki, give me a wisdom save too.
12 from Cirrus. Probably
Okay.
not good enough.
Okay,
You
Chipper
might be-
saves.
Might be muted, lovely.
Claw.
I was just
is-
saying that I didn't hear Chipper, so I didn't roll.
Oh,
I
gotcha.
was muted because
His-
Garrett came in to bring me some food. Well, no, he came to order some food.
Ah,
Matt
Or
said
get a
Chipper, but his
Dublin
mic cut out as I said
Palace.
it.
gotcha. Well,
Skipper saves.
Chipper saves. Claw and Cirrus immediately begin spacing out as they are incapacitated.
You know what?
It's-
Kinda works.
Yeah, it's kind of
It-
convenient that our two party members who are
Very fortunate, yes.
Straight up
We're just-
incapacitated.
We're just gonna not really fix that, I think. I think maybe the only thing that'll happen is that Claw will wander over here. At most.
No, Claw has no movement speed right now.
Yeah,
Even
incapacitated
better.
is rough. As
this
ironically
one-
Christina learned.
This one is going to do its multi-attack after it slimes down here a little bit. It gets 2 pseudopods and then something fun. So the first pseudopod is going to be against Wick.
At disadvantage.
These are oozes, not aberrations.
Oh, fuck. Damn it.
But it is going to miss with a 15. Then the next one is going to be against Chipper.
Okay.
Another... Oh, no, this is... Okay, yeah, this is another 15. Or no, 14, sorry. It misses.
Nice.
Then I need Wick to make a wisdom saving throw.
Alright,
This is not against a spell.
okay. 13.
You fail. So I get to roll some dice on my phone.
Out of the aura.
Well, I wouldn't have did 96 damage if I didn't move.
You absolutely could have moved within the aura, though.
So...
You could have moved here or here.
Wick, you take 39 points of psychic damage
Okay.
as this thing lashes out. Doesn't just makes contact, but you feel it invade your mind. And you are memory drained. So you begin to forget some things.
Oh, God.
Until you finish a short or long rest, or you receive the benefits of the Greater Restoration or Heal spell, you roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from every ability check or attack roll.
Do I do that now?
No, just going forward.
Okay.
What are the things that can lift that? You cut out a little bit.
Greater Restoration or Heal.
Fuck, okay, well. Short rest it is.
This one is gonna slime forward a little bit. And is going to also attack. The first one, actually, both at Chipper.
Actually, the best.
First one's gonna be a 24 to hit Chipper. Nikki?
Shield wouldn't even do anything. Nikki.
Yes.
24 to hit?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. You take... I'm just gonna roll these on my day.
300 damage.
No. You take 20 points of bludgeoning damage
Ouch.
and 7 points of psychic damage.
Ouch.
Then it does it again.
Oh.
but misses with a 14.
Yes.
Then I need Claw to make a wisdom saving throw.
Fucking oof. It's still +2. Okay. Let's see here. Anyone else want to roll it? I'll roll it. Like, it's just 1d20 plus 2. 18.
18 is exactly enough to save.
Valuable information.
Which means Claw does not take 8d10 psychic damage. That brings us to Vrak.
Okay, so what are the threatened space? Where can I hit? Can I hit from here?
Yes.
Is it like, okay, cool. I'm gonna move here. So that D's in the fucking aura. Then I'm going to. It will matter going forward. It will continue to matter. Now I'm gonna attack twice.
Both of those hit.
Well, it's an advantage. Although
Oh,
it should
right.
also
Wait, why is it an advantage?
So
oh,
actually,
Fairy Fire, that's right.
because
yeah.
of Fairy Fire. So that's a 28 and a 25.
Both hit.
Okay. Oh, that's one. I'm probably gonna smite on. Oh, hey, identical.
All right.
I damn near killed that. Don't waste a smite.
Here's what I'll waste. No, I won't. I'll use that for something else later. Yeah. No, I want to. Yeah, okay. I won't. Fine.
Okay. That
That's
is enough to bring it down. It is dead.
Okay. That's one less guy.
Mm-hmm.
So that was 2 attacks and 5 feet of movement. I will now move here. So everyone's in the fucking aura except Amir. I'm sorry, but
That's fine. I don't need
everyone
it.
else. Yeah, you're fucking solid.
Mm-hmm.
And as a bonus action, I mean, I could try and I can't knock it prone. It's huge. So pretty much no. That's it.
All right.
Yeah.
Claw does nothing on his turn because he is incapacitated and has no movement speed. Cirrus does nothing on his turn and cannot move because he is incapacitated. Chipper, you're up.
Oh, hello. Where is the big old boy? Just out of curiosity.
They are the 2 big red bulbs on either
The
side.
2 red bulges. Yeah. I shouldn't call them bulges. That's wrong.
Your words, not
Throbbing
mine.
red.
Throbbing red bulges.
Yeah.
Which one's healthier?
Neither of them have taken any damage. We
Okay,
killed
well
one
then
of them.
this one, because this one's not the one that Frack is standing between us,
Mm-hmm.
is going to catch a disintegrate.
All right.
I love this song.
That
Go
is
off,
a
Queen.
dexterity saving throw.
Yo.
Okay. It is going to fail with a 17, so it takes 85 points of necrotic damage. Or force damage, sorry. Alright, you shear off a whole chunk of it, but it is still there as, like, the whole top part of it begins to kind of, like, go from this sickly blood red to a kind of ashy gray and kind of filter down through. Looks like snowflakes going through this mass of, like, oozy skulls.
Yeah.
Mir can probably finish that off.
Yeah.
Probably, he says.
And that is my turn actually.
Oh, ye of little Fae.
Alright, then it
I'm
is...
just gonna boom up and then get out of here.
It is Amir's turn.
I'm gonna clock him with the old.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna clock 1. And that is with my Force Gauntlet as well, which I do have a button for. Hiya.
Where did my butt?
Alright,
yours
17 points. Not bad.
I just-
And it has to make a strength save. Which it does with a non-natural 20. that's just the first swing. You still got at least two
Well,
more.
On
Yeah,
a
but
success, it's saved.
Yeah.
It's saved.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm pushed back like 10 feet. That's fine. We're doing it again.
Mm-hmm.
Round 2 of. Ooh.
18 hits for 11 more.
Still alive, or
Still alive.
stunning strike as well,
Okay.
and a flurry.
Hey.
It avoids being stunned, but then you come in with the flurry, and the first one destroys it.
Which one does?
Yeah, the second one would destroy it. Sorry,
Okay.
Get them with the.
the 7 and then 24 is more than enough to take care of it. As you just fucking you shotgun punch clean through, and the ooze loses its constitution and just dissolves.
Fuck out of here.
Absolutely.
Um,
Any more movement?
Yeah, I'll move next to Rack.
All right, then Wick,
Things
it is
all
your
here.
turn.
Hey.
Wick,
Oh,
you are
wasn't
up.
there someone before me?
No,
Yeah,
no.
they already went.
Oh, okay, all right. Right,
She
yeah.
did-
Amir was at the top of the initiative. I forgot.
Mhm.
Okay. Fucking. All right, I'm gonna disengage, take a step back,
Mm-hmm.
and hit him with the big gun.
With the big
not an
gun?
advantage.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah, he's huge, so you can angle it.
20.
20 will hit for 11 points, and you get sneak attack because you got allies within 5 feet.
Yep.
So 21, 45. Not
And
bad.
2d8 from Clockwork Bolt because it's free damage. Nope,
That's right.
That's a
That's
1d8.
just D8 too.
Yep. Okay, so that's another 8.
Excellent. It is still up, and it is its turn now.
Doesn't that mean the Clockwork Bolt goes off?
At the end of its turn.
Right, yeah. The Clockwork Bolts on the cannon, by the way, they're just drill bits.
Excellent.
Fucking like 2-rock cerebral bore shots.
It is going to kind of quiver a little bit as it pulls almost directly up into this cylinder of red ooze. And it is incredibly still for a moment, an uncomfortable moment, as these things have been kind of like bounding and sloughing around. And very suddenly, the coil tightens in, and it disappears.
No attack opportunity.
Nope. It casts Dimension Door.
You want to counterspell that?
I
Can't.
can.
It is not.
You can't.
It is
Not if
It is
it's-
an innate spell.
I can only
Boo.
counterspell actually cast spells, not innate spell casting.
Yeah.
Wick, go ahead and roll me 3d8
Sure.
for the end of turn damage.
16.
All right. And with that, initiative is over.
Run while you can.
What? Where did
What?
it go?
She's making those noises.
No, yeah, I know.
Is it?
It
Wick is,
disappeared.
Wick is going to like walk up and prod at the area where it was with his gun barrel.
Oh, sure. Let's play that one.
It's gone. It's not here anymore.
Yes.
Inquisitor Karam, does this area resemble the one you saw in your vision at all?
I mean, Matt.
The rocks are not dissimilar. It is worth noting you guys do see a path further in
A path.
that goes further into the cavern.
To an extent, yes. There's a similarity, if not identical, but
It is also worth noting, Claw and Sirius are still standing in a daze.
Would a short rest fix that?
Possibly.
I mean, that might be the fucking course of action here, just because it's also something affecting Wick.
Do you guys want to settle down here for a short rest?
What's everyone think?
I'm happy to meditate and get my slots back. 2 free
Oh,
key points,
Nikki.
yes please. Nikki,
Yes.
short rest?
I mean, I wouldn't hate a short rest. I
Let's
could
do it.
use Arcane Recovery for short rest. Yeah.
B, you want to get
Yeah,
that fucking
yeah,
thing off?
yeah. I would like to get that
Cool.
debuff off. Also, I just remembered I was supposed to roll a d4 and subtract it from the attack roll. Okay, so that would have been an 18.
Yeah, it's still
That's
hit.
okay. Just
So
checking.
good. So good news with that short rest, I get to get that Disintegrate spell slot back because I need a combined level of 7, and none of the slots can be 6th or higher. But Disintegrate is a 6th level spell, so.
For you, who took damage here?
I took quite a bit.
I did as
You
well.
both did. How much did both of you take?
I only have 39 HP left out of 66.
Yeah, 10 to Chipper, all roll hit die.
No, just tell me how much both of you took. What?
I'm at 63 out of 102.
About 40, okay. Let me run some quick math.
Quick maths.
The fuck is... Okay, here it is.
Dude, I keep staring outside to see if the delivery person has arrived with my
Hard
motherfucking
level
dumplings.
3.
I just want my goddamn dumplings.
Okay. So I'm gonna cast a fucking Cure Wounds at a 3rd level on Chipper.
Okay.
That's... What is that? That's 3d8 plus 5. Okay, so that's 16, Chip. Then I'm gonna
16 you said I
cast-
heal?
16 extra HP for now.
Yep.
Then I'm also gonna roll and give
Well, before
how
that,
many goddamn
I need
fuck.
everybody to roll a d20.
Oh,
Oh! Oh, don't like that.
oh,
jeez.
here. But not disintegrate? What?
Oh no, this is different.
Okay.
And I guess give me
I took it.
somebody roll another one each for
Yeah, here.
Cirrus and Claw.
Fucking. Oh, well, that's for
And-
someone, and this is for. I guess this is
How's it
for
done?
Cirrus. So that's Claw.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Give me a wisdom save for Cirrus.
Cirrus?
Hmm?
That 15?
Hmm?
What? I'm so confused. Wisdom, so it'll be a 1d20 plus 10. Because they're right near me. So that's up. Plus 10. 23.
Okay. Okay. Nothing happens.
Hey.
Great.
I gotta find some kind of way to link myself to Cirrus so that I can like absorb his wisdom saves or something like that. Like a fairy just fucking slapping it out of the way. Like, no.
But are you guys?
I was gonna
Go ahead.
I was gonna cure wounds Wick with a little slot, but now I don't think so.
It's fine. I'll roll hit die.
Okay.
I also have lay on hands, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to give Chipper.
3.
Well, you haven't gotten the short rest yet.
Oh, okay.
No, I know.
haven't got the short
So
rest
don't
yet.
roll
Also, I
don't roll
get
hit
myself
dice.
up.
Don't roll hit dice or do arcane recovery or anything yet.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna give Chipper the amulet of the drunkard, and also my canteen of like ale. Like I've been doing that.
Yeah, because
There's
it
an extra
becomes a potion.
44. Yep, a 44 plus 4 for you, Chipper. I'd give it to you, Wick, but
Can't drink.
yeah,
Yep.
So Chipper,
underage.
Chipper, go ahead and roll 44 plus 4.
So roll 4d4 plus 4.
It's an
All
extra
right, heal
for ya.
13.
And then I'd take the
Nice.
amulet back.
And as you guys are battening down for a short rest, Wick, give me a wisdom save.
16.
Plus 5.
16 plus 5. Okay. Some time passes. Chipper, give me a wisdom save.
I hate this.
Well, I'll tell you what. If we make it through this is going to be good for Wick's character development. Or bad. Who knows?
Nikki,
Yes.
Wisdom save.
Oh no. I still get the
What-
advantage, right?
No, this is not against the spell.
Okay.
but it's a 25.
Okay, 25. Some more time passes. Emir, give me a wisdom save.
Happily.
Everyone fucking stay huddled up. I hate this. I hate this so much.
21.
What is this advantage for?
I have advantage on all saves. Diamond Soul.
I don't think that gives you advantage on all saves.
Beginning at 14th level, your Mastery of Key grants you proficiency in all saving throws.
Proficiency, not advantage.
Proficiency.
What's the difference? Oh, fuck.
Advantage
Okay,
is the reroll.
advan-
Proficiency lets you add your proficiency bonus to it.
Efficiency modifier.
So that would be a
would be-
10 plus the 5 from Vrax's aura.
Alternatively, when you make a saving throw and fail, you can spend 1 key point to reroll it and take their second result.
Sure. Do you want to spend a key point?
Yeah, I haven't got them back yet, so why not?
Okay.
Good point.
Boom. Fuck.
But
13.
13. Emir disappears.
Oh! What?
Oh no!
Banishment?
Somebody give me a wisdom save for Claw.
for who?
Paw?
Claw.
It's a plus 7 total. On D20 plus 7, 21 for Claw.
All right. Some more time passes. Emir is still gone.
Yeah, can Chipper make a fucking Arcana roll or something? What's this?
Sure.
Just like
Okay. 30.
This has something to do with being in its lair. You are not entirely sure what happened, but this thing has a mastery of its lair that it can attempt to pry into your mind as a mean to relocate you.
So it teleported her.
Mm-hmm.
how
the
far
fuck
into
are
our
we
short
missing?
rest are we?
Not even a minute.
Okay. This is not feasible. Cool. We need to keep moving.
I'll manage.
Do we, in character, have any idea how to rouse Cirrus and Claw from their incapacitated state?
At this point, it's been a minute, and I think Hypnotic Pattern only lasts for a minute. So.
Okay. That'll fucking
Yeah,
do.
1 minute. So.
At the very least, we have to wait for that.
Yeah. They come back out of
Then-
it just in time for Cirrus to realize Emir is not here and begin to panic.
Yeah. Okay, guys. I think we have two options. Go deeper in, or let it banish us willingly to try and regroup with Amir. Assuming that its teleportation brings us to the same place even. Because I don't know if that's a safe assumption.
Yeah, that's a bit of a shot in the dark.
Oh fuck, it's not a shot in the dark. Chipper using sending.
Sure.
Hey, Nikki.
Yes.
We need you to cast sending on Amir to understand what the fuck happened to them.
Okay.
Yes, unless sending doesn't work on, again, if they're in a different plane, it might not work.
It has a
Yes.
1 in 10 or 1 in
Now
10
this
chance.
is my
Let
my
Matt say
last.
his thing. Hold on.
It has a 1 in 10 chance in failing if she's on a different plane.
Okay. That's important enough.
This is also my last 3rd level spell slot.
I mean, sure.
Okay. I will cast my sending for Amir,
Mm-hmm.
and the message will be, "Hey, are you okay? Where are you? Can you see anything? Are you alive? Are you awake? Please send a message back at this number," and she'll just randomly spell.
The message goes through.
Chipper.
Emir, you do not have dark vision, correct?
No.
You are in a very tight, dark space. You feel stone, like you're inside some sort of worked stone contraption. You hear a faint, broken sobbing that is muted behind several layers. And you hear a whispering that kind of prods at whatever you are inside. You have no idea where you are.
That, yeah. Can I roll to escape this?
How would you like to try? What would you like to do to try to escape this?
Dexterity save?
I mean, you're not restrained or anything. You are just inside of something, inside of some manner of container.
I bust the container open.
Go ahead and make an attack roll. Okay. You strike the stone in front of you. Your hand hurts. It doesn't feel like you made much of a dent.
I get bonus actions.
Yeah. Do you want to spend some time? But you did also just hear Chipper in your ear.
Oh, have I not responded to Chipper?
No, you have not. You can.
You can.
Yeah,
It's
I
a free.
obviously
It's
will.
free.
Absolutely. I'm in some kind of stone. I don't know where. I don't know how, but I was meditating and then I was here. And as
Oh,
the
good
Feywild
news,
is my
everyone.
as the
Oh, sorry,
Feywild is my
yes.
witness, I will break out of this.
Okay. Good news, everyone. She's alive. She's on this plane of existence for the most part, because that was pretty easy to get through to her.
That is, in fact, good news.
Yeah. I couldn't tell you where she is, though.
That is less good news.
Yes, she did mention something about being somewhere dark, and that there was stone, and that she's trapped there, and she said that she swears upon the Feywild that she will get out of this. So, you know.
So what do we want to do?
I think we gotta go further in.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I was a big old monster, that, were luring people in based off of what they wanted, I would definitely capture one of their friends so they would walk further into my lair. You know what I mean?
Didn't you say that they try to keep people out? No.
Oh, no.
people
They
in.
try to
No.
lure them in. I was
The
saying that
ghost
it was
trying to keep
strange.
us out. Yes.
Yes, it was weird that the ghost was trying to keep us out, that it's against
What?
the general MO.
Very well.
So you are
Let's,
proceeding further in?
Yep.
All right. You guys head a little further northwards, and the tunnel passages thin out into a single 5-foot squeeze that you all push through until eventually you see where the cavern breaks. And there is a hole in worked stone leading down into a necropolis of some sort. And as you prepare to descend into that, that's where we're going to go ahead and end for the night.
Does my flurry hit?
Yeah, you keep on hitting. The stone is tough. We'll see how much progress you make by next time. It's gonna get interesting.
I said I wanted to get a time punch somehow. I take it back. I want an explosive punch.
But
Try to punch your way out like fucking Uma Thurman and
yeah,
Kill Bill.
we will be back next week. Thank you all for coming out and watching. It will be very interesting next week. I promise that.
Oh boy.
Until then, bye-bye.
Bye, Sandy.
Bye!